or grow it? Throwing or growing? Selani, Indrapala.
I am very fascinated by umbrellas. When I bite into it, it breaks my teeth. Its cover is almost impenetrable. Almost. Dear contest chair, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember what it was like to be a child? We were friends with almost everyone. Our entire life ran on love, joy, and trust. Because that belief in our lives was impenetrable. And all the way until my A-levels, that was what I believed in. My A-levels was the first time I went to a maths class. And I had just one objective: to befriend every single person in class, even though there was close to about 300 students. I started with the boys at the table next to us. And at that table was one boy that everyone told me to stay away from. Apparently, he had a track record of doing some of the most messed up things ever. But the stories I heard were too wild to be true. Besides, it wasn't as if we were best friends. We hardly texted each other, and that too was only for academic purposes. How bad could things go? A few months later, I was at my physics class when suddenly I got a call from an unknown number. Hello? Hi dear, do you do an escort service? Sorry, wrong number. I didn't own a travel agency. A few seconds pass and I get another call. Hi, you do an escort service, right? A few more seconds pass and I get a text message asking the same thing. And then another text message, and another text message. And by the time I go home, which was just 3 hours later, I had over 400 messages from 400 different people asking me for the worst things that can be asked from a girl. I immediately Googled what an escort service is along with my name. For those of you who don't know what an escort service is, I hope you never find out. And there, under my name, with my personal details, were 3 fake escort accounts. The week that happened till today remains the worst week of my entire life. When a girl is exposed to sites such as those, she's also exposed to a lot of risks, and I had to face most of them. In a few hours, just a few hours, all my beliefs of the world came crashing down. But I had one thing left: my best friend. When I told her what had happened, she gave me strength. I didn't want to go for class ever again because of that boy. But my friend was there and she gave me courage. And so I walked into class with my head held high. And there was my best friend talking to that boy. Immediately after, I confronted my best friend and she told me, Selani, he just came and spoke to me. You can't expect me to walk away when someone comes and speaks to me. My best friend of over 12 years couldn't walk away from the boy who made me live through hell. At that point, I lost everything. I lost my faith in humanity, in trust, and in friendship. No matter how impenetrable a fruit may be, eventually it reaches the seed. And what do you do with that seed? You throw it away. I wanted everything to come to an end. I wanted to throw my seed away, which was when my mother told me, Selani, it's good that happened to you. Yes, you lost, but that is how you grow. Today, I have friends again. Not thousands of friends like I had before, but 5 close friends who I know will have my back just as much as I have theirs. Today, the girl who was barely in the first 5 of her class is in the engineering faculty of the University of Moratuwa because I understood what my priorities had to be. Today, the girl who broke down at the slightest rumor would not even flinch for what others say. The more you go through in life, the more your beliefs come crumbling. But with that loss comes the opportunity to learn and grow. When you go through a breakup or you get a divorce, you lose your faith in love. But you also understand what it is you want from a relationship. When you're fired from your job because of a pandemic, you lose your faith in humanity. But you also learn which companies actually care about their employees. When you lose a loved one in your life, you lose your faith in life itself. But you also learn to value spending time with your loved ones while they are still alive. I learned the meaning of true friendship and the value of self-love. From that one amarella seed came about so many amarella fruits. Because ladies and gentlemen, yes, the seed can be thrown, but it can also be grown. For from that one tiny seed grows an enormous tree. Over to you.